What are few key challenges that you face during your testing job? Okay, now the 4 key challenges that I have mentioned here. So there are many challenges, right? I mean, it's not just these 4. There could be other challenges specific to your project, right? Or maybe in your project you didn't had the challenge that is listed here, or there could be something else, right? But in order to answer, these are very commonly ones, and even I have faced one or the other challenges in my previous projects. So limited documentation or incomplete requirement, right? So gaps in the requirement. This is one of the most common challenge that testers find. Okay, you are not able to find the right information, detailed information that you need to document your test cases, right? So incomplete requirement or limited documentation is one of the first and very common challenge. The second very important or very common challenge is the test environments. Okay, so when you are testing something in a particular environment, then you are testing something in another environment, so there will be multiple test environments, right? So if you are testing something in a particular test environment, is that stable? Stability of the test environment, the sync of test environments, the versioning of the test environment, is it aligned? Are all the test environments having the same alignment in terms of hardware, software, the versions, etc., right? That's another key challenge, right? So stability of the test environment is very, very commonly common issues that testers usually face, especially if you are working in very complex projects where test environment is not a very simple, setup or installation. It integrates with n number of different systems. This is very common problem, and wherein you need a dedicated test environment team to address that challenge. Okay, the third very important challenge that you usually face, or I have faced, is time pressure to release early, right? So most of the time project managers, they want to save money, they want to do releases early, and will ask you for a limited you will get a limited time to basically go ahead and release or finish the testing, right? So that time pressure is another very important or very key challenge that usually we as a testers face. Now, how you can handle that? If there is a time pressure, there are multiple ways to handle that, right? You can go ahead with the risk-based approach. You can go ahead and discuss to de-scope certain work items or testing items. So all of these techniques can be utilized if there is a time pressure or you have to work and release early. The fourth very important challenge is the lack of communication, right? So if you are part of the team wherein communication between developers, BAs, testers, and other stakeholders is very limited, that is another very, very common challenge that testers face. So how you can approach these sort of scenarios, or you can improve the communication within the team, you can suggest some of the important changes. For example, if you're working in Agile and Scrum, you can suggest that before or during the sprint planning, right, we go ahead and discuss the stories that we are going to pick up. After that, we can also have so whosoever is working on a particular story, whichever developer, whichever BA and the tester, they come together, and this is called as a 3 amigos session, wherein BA, developer, and tester come together to understand the work they are doing within that particular sprint, and then discuss all of the details in how the developer is going to implement, how the tester is going to test, so that all of them are on the same page across the sprint. So that way you will enhance the communication within the teams. Okay, so these are some of the key challenges that you will face in the testing job, and this is how you are going to answer.